Before I begin the video, I'd like to say thank you to my channel members. No running in my lobby, Fluffity Chuff Nuffles, Elias IDK, Annette Fisher, Steve Hughes, and the Yabbick. Click the join button to become a decent human today and get a title you can brag to everybody about because you literally have it next to your name on YouTube. And sign up. So, that being said, screen transition in 3, 2, 1. Bingo! What's up, everybody? So I'm doing some more Discord requests. Getting to them as fast as I possibly can. Wait. Something's not technical difficult. Okay, here we go. All right, so. So this next one is also from James J., who's been bugging me about it for the longest time. And it's supposed to be somebody funny. And it's supposed to be Jim Jefferies. So I've never heard of Jim Jefferies. So let's see how this goes down. So James J., you better be grateful. The stuff I'd do for you. All right, so this is Jim Jefferies from Flicksbill Burr. I swear to God, heaven and hell, Jim Jefferies. All right, let's see how this goes down.
I'm not afraid of dying if I do get AIDS or something like that. I don't give a fuck. I hate life. I've never enjoyed one moment on this planet. I don't want to live forever. And the only people who want to live, I'm not worried about dying because I'm an atheist, right? Now, I know that this is a Christian country and I stand up for your right to be religious, but please know that you're wrong, right? Please know that you're living in a fantasy land. And
you know, this sounds exactly spoken like a true and authentic atheist. I like it. Respect, dude.
And that after you die, nothing happens. Stop being a fucking child. I'm not scared of dying because I'm an atheist. I know I'll just rot in the ground, right? I won't even know I'm dead. Do you want to know why? Because I'll be fucking dead. Religious people worry because they believe in heaven. If there's a heaven, there has to be a hell. And everyone who's read that book knows that you've done enough shit to go to hell, right? And that makes it very stressful on your deathbed, doesn't it? No one want to prick you are going, oh, this isn't going to be good. Hey, I don't want to go to heaven. I don't even want the option of heaven. I don't want to exist in a conscious state for the rest of eternity constantly thinking. I don't like thinking as it is. Where's me passport? Can't punch women in the face. Eternal bliss. I don't care how blissful it is. It's eternal. You'll get used to it, and then you'll be fucking bored. And what's hell meant to be like? Fire and brimstone and eternal agony? That's what's written in the Bible. That's God's book. As far as I know, the devil hasn't brought out a book. We don't know his side of the argument, right? If you ask me, the devil and God are having an argument. The devil's being a bigger fucking man because God's just writing shit about him. And the devil's going, I'm not even going to fucking comment, son, if you talk about me like that.
You know what? He for all we know, he's not wrong. That's one way of looking at it. I never thought about that, really. Actually, wait. Has anybody else seen this show called Lucifer? With that devilishly handsome tall dude who's like making people give up their secrets. And then sometimes it's just funny. Like the yoga master who got a couple rolls in and was just wearing a strap. Like, yeah, like, that's a good series. And it kind of makes you think, it makes you think because for all we know from Lucifer's perspective, right, he's like, why does everybody think that I'm the one that causes people to do bad stuff? I just punish the wicked. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Like, that could be it. That could exactly be it. For all we know. So he's got a point.
Let's think about this rationally, right? Which isn't a good point for the Christians, rational thought. Fire and brimstone and eternal agony. That's what's hell meant to be like. That's written in the Bible. Now, God runs the entire universe except for one place, which is run by hell, and the devil is run by the devil. And now the devil is his biggest enemy, and they don't get along whatsoever, right? Now, if you act bad, you go to hell, right? Now, you've lied, you've cheated, you've stole, you've been a prick your entire life. Why would the devil punish you? You're one of his boys. That's where all the hookers and drugs are going to be. You don't think they're going to make their way into heaven? Don't think God's going to open the gate and go, Jim, you've been such a good guy. See this big-titted whore with a line of coke on her? Knock yourself out, son.
Like I said earlier, I'm not going to comment any further. This has already got demonetized. I'm not going to comment any further. But for all we know, if it's all about wickedness and being bad, like, shouldn't you be rewarded when you go to hell? Like, I mean, he's not wrong, right?
And what's meant to happen when you die and go to heaven? You see a big bright light. You walk towards the light. What's at the end of the light? All your dead relatives. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. You ever spent a weekend at your grandparents' house? It's fucking shit. You'd be out there for an hour going, wish all me friends would die. Be out there meeting everyone. Hello, Nana. Hello, Granddad. Hello, Uncle who used to touch me. How did you get up here? Oh, that's right. You used to work for the church.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. The church has had so many instances of, like, priests and stuff doing bad stuff to kids. So many instances. And then a good amount of the time, from what I hear, the church just moves these people around. And that's it. That's all that happens. But they're supposed to be holy men. What's so freaking holy about them? Man, I'm keeping my son away from churches.
You hear that little groan when I said that? When I said you have to work for the church? It's because religious people are in the crowd and they don't like hearing facts. I was in the Catholic Church. It's been on 60 Minutes. Fucking fact. But I say, and it's like, oh, no, because religious people will forgive God for fucking anything. If he, in their mind, he does good things. Rainbows, children's laughter, shit like that, right? But when he does bad things like hurricanes, AIDS, cancer, child molestation, then we just go, oh, well, God works in mysterious ways. What type of an excuse is that? What is mysterious about acting like a fucking asshole? That is like the least mysterious activity since the dawn of time. If I ever date a religious girl, she's going to come home and I'm going to be raping her mum, right? And she's going to look at me and go, what are you doing? And I'm going to go, I'm mysterious. I've always been mysterious. See, religion...
He's not wrong. He's not wrong to a certain extent, right? To a certain extent. You know, you can be as religious as you want to be, but you're still capable of bad things. If you make the choice to do so, right? That's where the free will supposedly comes in, right? Where it's like, you know, God won't mess with free will. He gives us the option to choose, right? So then the individual is held accountable for their actions, right? But I mean, if they chalk it all up to God works in mysterious ways, you know, God only takes the best of us, or something like that, how do you equate it? I really can't make an equate thing for that. At least not for me. Then again, you know, I don't believe in any religion at all, so maybe I got no business speaking about it. I don't know.
Religious people are just fucking stupid. There's how the world was created, which everyone, scientists and rational thinking people believe, and that's the Big Bang Theory, and then evolution kicked in. There's little microorganisms made like a tadpole, and then that tadpole learned how to walk or something, and then there was some animals in between, and then fucking monkeys. And then there's how religious people believe it was created, and that's creationism. They believe that God put 2 white people in the jungle without sunscreen, and they fucked, and now we got people. And we got black people, Arab people, Oriental people, and for the amount of inbreeding, very few retards. It seems so plausible. See, the fact is that there's evolution in the Bible, right? Jesus was 4'7". 4'7". He was a normal-sized guy. Everyone was short back then. We're all taller now because of evolution. That's how Jesus could feed the people with 2 fish. Little fucking people, big fuck-off fish.
Wait, was he? Was that said in the Bible? I don't remember that. Somebody correct me on that, though. Was he actually 4'7"? Was he? I'm not really sure. But I mean, and I also know for a fact that this, no matter what rating I submit for this one, it's gonna be demonetized to hell. Like, it'll probably get blocked in most countries or something.
This is Jesus here, right? He's a little tiny Arab Jew. He looks like Super Mario. Now,
oh man, if there's a God and Jesus really was his son, then yep, one ticket to the hell train here. Just saying.
if Jesus is this big, that means his cross was maybe that big. Now, I'm not saying I'm better than Jesus, but if I was on that little cross, my feet would be on the ground and I'd fucking live. Kill me, I am way more powerful. Not only would I live, but I would lift the cross out of the ground and beat up all the little Roman bastards. And history would be very different. Thousands of years before Jesus, there was a guy called Noah. And Noah built a boat. And Noah lived to be 950 years old. But they never mention that in sermons because we might think it's bullshit. And Noah was thousands of years before Jesus, so Noah was about this big. There's little Noah with his long hair and his great big beard. He looks like a glorified chess piece. And he built a boat, and they put all the animals on the boat, and we had 2 of each animal, and he lived in like Afghanistan back when it was a God-loving place. And all the animals came and they all swam there and shit. They all made it there in like a week, all the kangaroos and all that type of stuff. Then he worked out some type of refrigeration system to keep the polar bears cold and the lions hot. And he made the door on the ark very small so that the dinosaurs couldn't get in because he was... Then he had storage areas for all their delicate diets because we all know what picky fucking eaters pandas are. Aren't pandas a bunch of cunts? I'm done with pandas, and I'll tell you why, right? Every fucking living creature loves pandas. The panda doesn't have a natural predator on the planet, and they're dying out because they're fucking dicks. Fuck them, let them die out. The pandas don't fuck each other, therefore they don't have babies, therefore we've got no fucking pandas. They're dead weight, let's lose the fucking pandas. We've tried, we have fucking tried. We, the human race, put pandas in cages together and try to help them. Fuck, but they don't. We go, there's a panda, go fuck the panda. And they just look at each other. You put me in a cage with anything. Anything. And after a week, I'll fuck it.
This dude, he is just way off. Way off. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Hey, way to represent us men, right? Of course, we all know it's just comedy. He's just a funny man, right? But I mean, he does have a point about like nature, right? Nature has caused a lot more extinction than humanity ever has. Way more. So much more that humanity would need like another, million plus, like 100 million years to catch up. Like, like think about all the different periods before humanity came along. There was volcanoes, asteroid impacts, and then, brother, we would need a long time to catch up with that. But people nowadays are like, oh no, extinction, mass extinction. And I'm like, hasn't this been going on since the Earth has been around? Just saying.
Do you think Patty too serious?
But of course, you'll get the people who are like, oh, but pandas are cute. Just keep them around because they're cute. And they're cuddly. And they're like, furry roly-polies. I remember watching a video where these two, zookeeper girls, this panda, got itself, on the slope. And it was, falling down. So they both tried to catch it and bring it up. And then they kind of got the panda up. And then it just crawled back to the slope and rolled down. Yeah, I mean... Hey, what is it in nature? In nature, it's survival of the fittest, or the most clever, or fittest doesn't always mean the most physically strong or the most tough or whatever. Although I mean, tell that to honey badgers. But yeah, whatever creatures can come up with a winning strategy of some kind. For the honey badger, it's being one of the most ferocious, tenacious, no F's given creatures on the planet. Them suckers will fight bears. They will fight lions. They don't give a damn. You're not taking their stuff. Honey badger gives no shits. So yeah, let nature take its course.
Now, that's all I'm going to say about Christianity. To be honest with you, it's just a glorified panda joke. This is how comedy works, right? You start with the funny bit and you work backwards. So I start panda, and then I go all the way back to small Jesus. Very logical. But I know I'm in America, and I know you people love God and all that. So let's pick on a few more religions and make it fair, all right? Jews. What's all that about? What's with the curly sideburns? Where in the Bible does it say, if thou loves me, thou shalt look like a dick? Next religion. Isn't Buddha a fat bastard? That's all I've got on Buddha. One more. Muslims. Can you feel that? One word, one fucking word. And all your assholes shrunk up and went, oh, make it good, Australia, man. Don't fuck this up. Because you think when I say Muslims, I'm about to be racist, don't you? I'm not racist, I'm a bigot. It's completely different. And being Muslim isn't a race. I'm not talking about Arab people. I have no problems with Arab people. I like to eat food late at night. I'm talking about Muslims. I'm not talking about terrorists. Every comic does a Muslim joke, does a terrorist joke. Oh, obviously, most of them aren't terrorists. I'm talking about the things that we know is shit. The fact that the women have very few rights in their culture. Now, it sounds good in theory, but in a... modern society, it should be frowned upon. I don't think I could be a Muslim because they can't eat bacon or drink beer. And they're like the two greatest fucking things in the world. You take bacon and beer away from me and I'll fly a plane into a fucking building.
Oh, damn. Damn, son. This dude is something else. All right, that's the second request from James J. I swear to God, heaven and hell, Jim Jefferies from Flicks Bill Burr. There you go, Jim J. Or James J. There you go. What did y'all think? What did y'all think? Y'all let me know. This dude was off the rocker, though. Seriously. Then again, he seems like he just is NFG full-on send. So, hey, you know, there you go. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Don't be afraid. I can't bite you through the screen. Anyway, that being said, I'll end it like I usually do. I got a lot more of these to get to. So many. But I'm going to work my way through them during the week, all right? Except for Friday, because I might have something to do on Friday, but we'll see. That being said, I'll end it like I usually do. Be good. Be safe. Make good life for yourselves. And I'll see you on the next one. Last Cat Badger. Ow.